So Blizzard has broken the silence. There's a blog post, but look at this. There's a Cavalry tweets out and they say we would love to try out the system with the bare bones sound, and then a porn account ratioed and said dead game. The porn has better updates, and it's literally like all characters are there's no minors with like a porn. I like animating girls doing funny things. First of all, we're getting ratioed by porn accounts. Like, this is bad. This is not good. Now let's read this post, because I don't even know what I want to read, but we'll take a look. I'm done defending this, but let's take a gander, okay? Overwatch 2 director's take. Hey all, it's been an emotional week in the world of Overwatch. A few days ago, we talked about our change to approach in PvE. You mean the cancellation of the game? Like this wording, like, say it for what it is. The cancellation of what made Overwatch 2, okay? An approach to PvE and Overwatch 2 and a high-level roadmap, LOL. We're really excited for everything we'll be launching soon, but so much of the discussion this week has been about how we're canceling PvE outright, which isn't accurate. Oh my God. But so I want to take the time to discuss some of that with you all. You did cancel what was promised, okay? Like, the PvE that was promised was canceled. Like, this is where it's like that nerd emoji, you know, where you're like, wow, well, actually, it's like, guys, like, just say it for what it is, okay? Well, anyway, we'll see what he says. Maybe he does. When we announced Overwatch 2 in 2019, the idea for the game was centered around the PvP game we released last October, and on the PvE side, story missions and hero missions, okay? Story missions focus on fast-paced co-op gameplay, as well as story cinematics and cutscenes that expand the world of Overwatch. Story missions tell a linear narrative about heroes of Overwatch reuniting and battling the Null Sector threat, pushing the story of Overwatch forward for the first time since our original game was released. These missions take place on huge maps with new enemies and cinematics. We will release them in Season 6. The work done here is amazing. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. The point is that the only reason Overwatch 2 should have existed was because of this entire PvE tree that was like Borderlands. Like, and this is not what that is. Like just stop the copium. Like, this is false. Right? This is ridiculous. And the fact that there's even an explanation trying to justify that we're getting a campaign, like, that's not why people are mad. They're mad because what was promised with the PvE was canceled, and you all said nothing, and then you say stuff like this that's just false. It's like you're missing the point here, Aaron, and I like you. I'm not trying to dog on you here, but it's past the point of all this. It's past the point of all this. Hero missions and or hero modes, on the other hand, encompass our in-development game mode that allow players to upgrade individual heroes through talent trees, providing a deeply replayable version of PvE in Overwatch 2. It was a really exciting concept, something that not only resonated with players, but the team was passionate about and really dedicated to. This is the mode we're no longer moving forward with. Yes, we know. We know exactly what this is, right? So this is it just looks like this is just going to be a PR stunt trying to justify the decision, but the reality is what made Overwatch 2 was canceled. And posts like this, I mean, we'll read through the rest here, but it just seems like more pulling the wool over the community's eyes. Like, we aren't that stupid, Aaron. We're not stupid. We are not stupid, man, and I know you're not either, so I don't understand this, okay? To give you some context for this change, I'd like to talk about the past and the origins of Team 4. The Overwatch team was founded in the wake of a canceled game called Project Titan. That game had many facets, but at its heart, it was an FPS MMO. The Overwatch team, especially at its inception, considered itself an MMO development team. As we transitioned away from the original concept, okay, we don't care. Like, I'm sorry, this is done. We don't care. Like your consumer doesn't care about where it started. We wanted what we wanted, and that's the bottom line is that's not coming. When we launched Overwatch, let's see, is this going to be anything like actually that important? When we launched Overwatch 2016, we quickly started talking about what the next iteration could be. Looking back at that moment, it's now obvious that we weren't as focused as we should have been on a game that was a runaway hit. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, we know this. This is all like, it's all fluff. Instead, we stayed focused on a plan that was years old. Work began in the PvE portion of the game. We steadily continued shifting more and more towards the team to work on those features. Things rarely go as planned in game development. That's a fair statement. When we struggled to find our footing with the hero mission experience early on, scope grew and we were trying to do many things at once and we lost focus. The team built some really great things, including hero talents, new enemy units, and early versions of the missions, but we were never able to bring it all together in the elements to ship a polished, cohesive experience. Yeah, we know. We had an exciting but gargantuan vision that we were continuously pulling resources away from the live game in an attempt to realize it. I can't help but look back at our original ambitions for Overwatch and feel like we used the slogan of crawl, walk, run to continue to march forward with a strategy that just wasn't working. We had announced something audacious. Our players had high expectations for it, but we no longer felt like we could deliver it. We needed to make an incredibly difficult decision. We already know all this, right? This doesn't undo any of the past mistakes, right? This doesn't, like Aaron, like the time for words is long gone. Like, this is just a waste of words. It's just a waste. The reality is you're going to have to take the hit on this because this is a big deal. You've lost the trust of the gaming industry, rightfully so. I'm not going to trust Activision Blizzard like anytime soon. I'm definitely going to look to probably move on and do other stuff because the main reason I was waiting was for this PvE. And it's just, I just think this is just a load of gibberish because the reality is no matter what you try to say, the main draw, the new stuff, because listen, you could say you were already telling the Overwatch's story with the archives missions, right? And like the uprising missions. And granted, they were in the past, from what I understand, or somebody can correct me down in the comments if the uprising mission in 2018, the retribution was Blackwatch in the past, and uprising came after that, I believe. And that was in 2018, and I'm not sure when the time frame was, but that was still telling Overwatch's story. So the wording here is so misleading because it's like, okay, where does he say this? Tell a linear native of the heroes, pushing the story of Overwatch forward for the first time since our original game was released. Like, I hate the wording here because it's as if, like, you're not technically wrong, but we also know that you were still telling the story in the original game. Right? So it's just like, it's a bunch of like misleading words that are kind of technically true, but trying to just beat around the bush of how colossal this cancellation of what made Overwatch 2 was. Right? There's no getting around this. There's no getting out of it. Like, you guys canceled the entire reason that the game was just dead in the water for years and are trying to like get around it by saying, oh, the story's still coming. It's still PvE. It's still all this. It's not. It's so vastly different and less from what was promised that it doesn't justify what happened to the game. So listen, Aaron, like, we'll finish reading this, but we'll finish this up. Lastly, people have wondered why this announcement came at this time. After Overwatch 2 had launched, we started refining our plans for future seasons. As those plans grew, we tried to find ways to make all of our ambitions to fit together in a plan that we believed in. We couldn't. We know. And we also knew that we wouldn't go back to pulling people away from the live game service because that wasn't the original vision again. So we made a difficult decision to cut hero missions and started planning for the future. From there, we needed to update the vision for the game, gain confidence in its new direction, and roll out the changes to the team. This decision was the start of a long process, not the final piece of it. This has been hard for us, but as a director on this project, I had to do my best to make decisions that put the game and the community first. Even those decisions are disappointing. In this case, I had to... Aaron, like, we don't care. And honestly, like, we don't even blame you. Like, here's the thing, and this is what the Team 4 has to understand. Like, Aaron, you were not in charge when this decision was made, right? You weren't. But what you have to understand is, like, we don't want you to apologize, and we know you feel bad. And honestly, I feel kind of bad for you because I know you're a great guy, right? Like Aaron Keller is a really nice, genuine dude. Right? So is Jared. Jared's new on the team. Like, you guys are likable guys, and I don't have a problem with you as people. But the time for apology and finger pointing and telling us useless information, it doesn't matter. This ship has sunk, and it's the entire company that we're putting the blame on. So this is just nonsense, man. Don't even waste your time and your energy. And I know it's your job, and I want to feel bad for you, but I'm trying to look objectively at the product here and how we were let down, and I just can't. So this is just more nonsense from the Blizzard team, dude. It's nonsense, Cope, and like, don't even say this, man. Like, don't even say this. We all know we're not stupid. We are not stupid, and I don't even think it's good for you to be saying stuff like this because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous BS sugarcoating PR, and that's all that you all have done for years with this game, even since back in like 2018, and you just have lost our faith, and this isn't going to get it back. So a word of advice that I would give to the Overwatch team is, look, we know that not all of this is on you guys, and we don't care about placing blame. We're just permanently upset and damaged that you guys have just completely cut what this whole promise was for, and our time, which is the most valuable asset in the world, was wasted. And there's nothing you can say or do to bring that back. Nothing. All you can do is just keep working hard with what you got and keep doing it and keep chugging along, man. keep chugging along, because I know you're a good guy, but we're past the point with this crap. We're past the point with this. So yeah, this is just a nonsense. It's just kind of nonsense. So yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you all think? Let me know down in the comments. We're not even we don't care. We do not care. So that's my response. This is malarkey. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is just another nonsense answer for the devs, and just focus on your work, guys. We're done with this. We're done with this. All right, thank you guys for watching. Expect some more rant videos this week. Probably gonna do something like Warzone 2 as well. But yeah, I appreciate you all. See y'all later. Peace out.